To lessen the burden on the environment, Tzu Chi has been asking the public to bring their own reusable tableware instead and has come out with several ingeniously designed products for people to choose from. In today's Tzu Chi's 50th anniversary series, we look into why disposable tableware is so widely used in Taiwan and how Tzu Chi's environmental campaign has been faring.
老板，一个蔬菜三明治，帮我装我自己的袋子，谢谢。老板，请帮我放进我自己的袋子就好，谢谢。不用用纸杯帮我装进来我自己的杯子，谢谢你。
Committed to not using a plastic bag and disposable tableware, Xu Huiting insists on living green.
这个袋子是我从东非的肯亚带回来的。
I got this bag from Kenya in East Africa. The local environmental organization asked local women to weave this bag using clean recycled plastic bags.
The unique reusable bag is filled with a lot of love for planet Earth.
我每天都会带着的有像餐具、不锈钢吸管、可以折叠的细胶便当盒，然后我还有杯子跟购物袋。
As she uses a cotton bag to hold her bread, she always shies away from breads with toppings, no matter how alluring they may be. This bag she uses to hold her sandwich was bought in England. Even the breakfast stand she frequents knows that she doesn't use plastic bags.
Few people are actually eco-conscious, though we don't want to provide customers with disposable tableware. Some of them just can't accept it as they think it's unsanitary otherwise.
If healthy and sanitary are people's top concerns, then they should bring their own tableware. However, are they willing to go through the trouble?
You know to bring your Easy Card, purse, and phone when you head out every day, right? So once it becomes a habit, you won't think it's inconvenient.
Though disposable tableware is very convenient, it is catastrophic on the environment. Just how did it all begin?
A night market is basically a stand on the street, so not everyone has access to running water. Before, you had to borrow water from others, unlike now. So back then, a stand would only have 3 buckets worth of water for a whole night.
Back then, I believe the hepatitis B epidemic was quite serious, and people blamed unclean tableware for the spread of the disease. So the government encouraged the use of disposable tableware.
Quickly, disposable tableware made of styrofoam overtook Taiwan like a storm. According to the Environmental Protection Administration, 3.5 billion pairs of disposable chopsticks are imported per year, while 1.5 billion disposable cups are used a year. To lessen the burden on the environment, Ningxia Night Market began making reusable tableware available 8 years ago.
Originally, we'd spend some 10,000 US a month on waste processing. Now, after a decade of hard work, the cost is down to about 6,000 US.
Every stand now has a double basin sink, and in compliance with the new regulation, the Night Market Association has even purchased a high-temperature commercial dishwasher. In 2002, EPA began banning the use of plastic goods in both private and public sectors. First, neither plastic bags or disposable tableware was to be provided. But by 2006, all dining patrons could no longer access plastic tableware. Still, the best solution for both the environment and our health is for everyone to carry their own tableware.
When the chopstick goes up, when it reaches this green part here, it will lock in place.
The retractable chopsticks do not have springs inside. It took some 5 years to come up with a mechanism which works off of gravity. When made available in 2007, the chopsticks became an instant hit and even snatched the gold at that year's Taipei Invention Show.
I didn't even get a pair myself. My daughter and son had to go buy them from the local Tzu Chi office.
A reusable cup, bowl, and chopsticks are the 3 jewels to Tzu Chi volunteers. In the early days, Sen was responsible for designing all of them, as such concept had not yet caught on in 1990. It took Sen 2 years to design his first pair of chopsticks.
I said to Master Zheng Yan, "Master, the chopsticks are really hard to make. Let's just forget about them. The disposable ones are really cheap." The master replied, "This is why you are asked to do this.
We should really shy away from using disposable tableware. In fact, Master Zhen Yan has been promoting this idea for a very long time. It's just that back then, reusable tableware wasn't readily available, and people didn't embrace such advanced thinking.
Since chopsticks took more than simply innovation, just getting the locking mechanism to work properly took numerous trials and sample making. The chopsticks are made of medical-grade plastic imported from Japan and can withstand heat up to 150 degrees Celsius. The tips have also been specially designed to easily hold on to food. In the early days, due to circumstances, Tzu Chi did use disposable tableware when carrying out disaster relief.
But Master Zhen Yan opposed the idea. She said, "I asked you to be eco-friendly. Why are you handing out lunch boxes in paper containers?" So we began making our own lunch boxes.
Now, when handing out lunch boxes in a disaster relief, Tzu Chi volunteers will collect and wash used containers and then give them to the recipients on the final meal service. These reusable containers all hold deep meanings.
熊年医院他喜欢圆满所以他这每一个地方他都要有圆弧。
The circular design of the bowl symbolizes wholesomeness and unity. The three protruding points make the bowl more accessible when stacked against one another. Thanks to an ordinary inventor, Tzu Chi's reusable tableware is ahead of its time and holds deep meanings. Environmental protection will only be effective with concrete actions, which can be easily done by using reusable tableware.